Pandora friends, my name's Leanne and I'm mad for Pandora. Welcome back to another video. Today I would like to share my Country Fair bracelet with you. Now I really do love this bracelet. It's just very joyful, and you may notice a few of the pieces that are being combined. A couple of years ago I made my first ever Easter bracelet, and I just love the pieces so much that I wasn't going to not wear it all year. So I did decide to swap in and out pieces for using as an Easter bracelet, but the rest of the year I just wear it as this bracelet. So I only really swap in 3 different pieces, or at least this year I have. And so I have changed it around a little bit from a couple of years ago when I did my original Easter bracelet. But I don't know if I'm really confusing you because it's not the best explanation. But basically what I have been able to do is just really enjoy this bracelet for the pieces that it is, and I don't know, I just love this combination of pieces. This bracelet was really made from basically scraps, bits that I loved, but I didn't know how I was going to make a bracelet out of it. And the purple and the pink and the green, I just love it with the pops of gold. It's just, yeah, it's really a joy to wear this bracelet. So it's just on the oxidized bracelet, and everybody knows I have a couple of these and I really love them. I do wish Pandora would bring back the beautiful oxidized bracelets. I don't know whether this beautiful new twist one that's just come out could have an oxidized version. That would look really pretty, I think. So it just has the normal barrel clasp, which is so easy to use and definitely one of my favorites, even though it's very plain. And then the beautiful safety chain is the Enchanted Heart Safety chain. This is definitely one of my favorite safety chains. It's just got lots of sort of texture and bits of oxidized detail. The first charm I have is the Pink Posey charm. Now it's definitely a really nice charm. I bought this one pre-loved. It's in very good condition, and I do have the ring that matches this, and it's just really beautiful. The next charm I have is a 2-tone eyelet lace in sterling silver. This is also a very beautiful old and definitely bought pre-loved charm that I have. I did buy quite a few pieces off a lady years ago, and they were in really good condition. But yeah, this is really lovely. And then I have the little pear. Now I believe this was an Australian, New Zealand, Asian type exclusive one, and it's quite an interesting one to style, but I do love how it goes with this colour green. So it's basically the peridot kind of look. It's got lots of cubic zirconias. I did get a few of the pieces of the fruit before they retired. And I just love pairing it beside, literally pairing it, beside the green grapes. So the pear is just called Pave Pear, light green crystals. And then the grapes are just called Peridot Grapes. So we just got a Peridot little dangle. There is a purple version of this as well, which is just amethyst. I'm really enjoying these dangles that are just off a charm, or sort of the tinier sort of dangles. And then I have my beautiful pink teardrop, pink opal cabochon. Now I did buy this one new, but it was from an online seller. So I do only have one, but I love the colour of the pink stones. And then I have two of the beautiful clips, and these are just the Lotus Clips. And then of course I have my two beautiful green crystals. Aren't they amazing? You would probably remember when I hauled these, I was ecstatic because I'd been wanting them for a while, and I'd tried buying them once and it kind of didn't work out. Now in the middle section I also have the beautiful Perfect Posey. Now this is definitely one of my favorite charms. It was a real find to get this one. It was reasonably expensive, as they seem to be. It's a very collectible set if you can get any of the other pieces. This one's just got diamonds in it and it's just absolutely lovely. It's got 0.03 carats, and of course it's got the gold flowers. I do hope to pick up more of that set one day. And then I have this really beautiful charm, and this one came from the USA because we didn't get this one in Australia, but you know, because we have the exhibition and stuff, it's sort of been something that I've done with my girls. We've sort of done as a family, is go on Ferris wheels. So I really did want to get this charm. So when I was able to get it, I certainly did. Just such a lovely charm. Now I love how it's got the little beaded details on one side. And on this side, it's got Pandora all the way around it. And it's got, I think, the little crystals around it. So yeah, a really unique charm. And I love how it fits so well in the middle of this bracelet. And of course, this is not how I'd usually do my bracelets, but I have the dangle off to the side. And of course, this one's just a charm. So it's called Heart to Heart Dangle Clip in 14 karat gold. I bought this one pre-loved as well a long time ago. And I've only ever been able to pick up one for a really good price. So that's why I sort of only have one. There's also a beautiful butterfly that's the same as this. And it would be nice to have both, or two of the hearts for sure. But you can't even really tell this one's a clip. That's what I really love about it. Okay, now I can skip over the next couple. So we come to this beautiful purple spacer. And this one's called Purple Twilight Kiss, and it's just a teardrop spacer as well. So this one's just amethyst, and I'm not really that into purple. I've only got these couple of purple pieces and my earrings, but I'm really, I don't know, it's really growing on me, I guess you could say. But I do love the combination of the pink and the green and the purple. So I'm really glad to have at least a couple of purple pieces. And then the dangle is just purple weave drop, and it's a light coloured amethyst. This one came in two different colours. There's a beer quartz, I think it is. So it's a sort of a yellowy brownish sort of colour. But yeah, there's a beautiful wide ring and stuff in this set as well. It's just gorgeous. And then of course we have Miss Hedgehog, and she's the one going off to the fair. So she's got tons of detail. She's got a little handbag. And then I have this gorgeous charm, and it's just called Binding Beauty, and it's got a couple of pink sapphires, 3 I think, and it's just got the 14 karat gold holding in the sapphire. It's beautiful, but it isn't a threaded charm, so I've got to make sure I don't put it on the end. And of course I've got the matching ring for that. And then on the end I have a little two-tone purse, so it's just the gold clutch. This one's got a big chunk of gold. This one was pre-loved as well. So a lot of these charms were pre-loved and definitely worth picking up, all in very good condition. Yeah, I love how this bracelet looks, how it feels. It's a happy bracelet and very comfortable to wear as well. So the accessories that I wear with this, of course I have my earrings. So I have the beautiful amethyst and the peridot, and I've shown these before. So they go really well. I do have the pink opal earrings that I could wear, but I find these ones actually fit a lot flatter, so I would much prefer these ones. And then I have the gorgeous little earrings, and these were actually from my daughter. She didn't want them anymore, so I gave her a little bit of money for them. And yeah, they really sort of complete the fairy tale design, because the necklace that I have is just called Enchanted Tassel. Now this isn't the original chain. I did have the chain on, I don't know, one of my videos recently, and it's got some little cubic zirconias up the chain. But because the chain of that is so short, I actually put it on one of my longer oxidized necklaces. And I've only got one of this charm as well, so I've added that to the top to just give it a little bit more details. Yeah, this is quite a really interesting, it kind of reminds me of the old tassels that were on the end of like the ropes on dressing gowns and curtains and that sort of thing. It's actually really nice if you like fidgeting and playing with your jewelry. It actually feels really nice to play with. So it is a beautiful piece. So I might show you that in this book. So you can't really tell what chain is on that, but it's normally only 70 centimeters. So yeah, I just did a bit of a switcheroo for that. So that's in this beautiful old book. Love this one. Very, very nice fairy tale collection. And I'm not sure if I've shown that book, but I will get around to showing it for sure if I haven't. But yeah, so quite a lot of the year I can wear this bracelet like this. I mean, I tinker with it every now and again. I did change it up a while back. Mostly where the charms were, not really what was on the bracelet. But it's certainly a beautiful and fun bracelet. I'll just pop it on for you. Got so many things at my arm already. Okay, might get rid of one of those. So as you can see, it fits really nicely and it stays like that. And it's just a variation of my Easter bracelet. So because I redid my bracelet, my Easter bracelet, a little bit this year. I will go on to show you how I change up the bracelet. So I thought that would be fun to do in the same video. So if you would like to stay around and watch how I sort of change up this bracelet to make it into an Easter bracelet, then that's great. Yeah, just keep watching. Okay, so basically the pieces that I take off is the middle one and the handbag. So I'll pop that out the way. Now, because of the ones I'm adding to it, I can't have it in the exact same order as I do normally. So I'll just start by taking everything off. Do you have any other bracelets that you wear for different occasions, but maybe don't, you know, you just swap charms in and out rather than change the whole bracelet up? Okay, I know that this one goes on this side somewhere. Okay. Okay, because I want to end on a charm, so I've got the pink Posey on the end. Now the charms I'm going to introduce is the beautiful little Easter bunny. So cute. Easter eggs. It's got a lot of detail. Very cute. So he's just going to go in the middle as the front charm. And then the other one I've taken off a different bracelet, but I thought would be really good because I really wanted to get that new little Easter chick Dangle, but I didn't get it yet. So hopefully one day. So I thought, why not just use this little chick? Because you know how much I love him and he's just so cute. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a bird, it could be a chicken, or basically it's to symbolize new life. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to pop him next to the perfect Posey. And then I also have that hatched heart. So this one's really, really nice as well. And it's not necessarily an Easter charm, but I do use it as my Easter egg because I don't actually have an Easter egg. So on this end, I'm going to take the Binding Beauty and I'm going to put that on first because it's the end and it can't fall off. move a few of these up. It's not how I'd usually design my bracelets, of course. Make sure I put them in the right order. So I've got Binding Beauty, the little hatched egg, hatched heart, and then I'm going to do the two-tone eyelet lace. There we go. So that's one side, and then I'm going to have the middle where I've just changed the little bunny. And then I'm going to have that one. Kiss, then the drop, and then the Pave Pear, and the Sparkling Chick, and the Pink Posey charm. So I'll just pop them on. There we go. There you go. So there's not a lot of changes between my last Easter bracelet and this one, but I thought I would like to just show you how, you know, you don't have to, if you want to have sort of like a theme bracelet, but you don't want to have it wasted for, you know, 90% of the year, you can just come up with a few different charms and sort of have the same feel, but have a totally different theme. So that's not so easy to do, I guess, with the Christmas charms, because a lot of them are very themed, unless you just have like a two-tone thing or use the colors of the Muranos and things. But something like an Easter bracelet where I don't have a lot of what feels like Easter charms. Of course, I don't sort of believe that the reason for Easter is just all about bunnies and Easter eggs and chocolate and that sort of thing. There's a much, much greater reason for Christmas and for Easter, and it's to celebrate that Jesus died and rose again. And you know, it's a very exciting time on the Christian calendar. And I do also have these beautiful green peridot earrings. Of course, these are the old birthday bloom earrings. So I love to pair them with this bracelet. And then again, I will use these beautiful earrings. And as my necklace, I'm using my beautiful cross that one of my daughters gave me a few years ago, and I don't have a lot of I don't know, sort of charms and stuff that can represent Easter, so definitely the cross is the symbol for that. And I thought this year I just put it on this beautiful heart necklace. It's just really nice. It's called Joined Hearts necklace, and this one is 60 centimeters. There is actually a new one out as well, but that's shorter. And this is the retired one. It also does come in gold, which would be really, really lovely as well. So I do hope you enjoyed seeing the couple of changes that I made and how I can basically utilize these charms to get to create something that I can have all year round, but I can also make it extra special for a special occasion. I might pop this on my arm so you can see the difference. And say I wanted to change my open bangle, I can as well. So that just almost looks like little Easter eggs. But yeah, I don't get to eat Easter eggs anymore, so definitely that part of it is out for me. I do love them though. So that's just something different. I've got my matching birthday bloom rings, and still loving this one, and my love ring. And of course I have the Binding Beauty ring as well. But I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and to those who celebrate Easter, happy Easter, and I hope you have a wonderful time celebrating and with family and friends. And I know a lot of people go camping at Easter, at least in Australia, so be safe, and until next time, take care.